Benny's Adventure Channel! Off we go! Adventure time!
Get moving! Fracture!
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up. always
See, just follow my intuition.
race you. You're toast. Leave it all to
Cyclone! Truth hurts! Get moving! You don't want to do this.
steady as stones.
Let's light it up! Why do they never miss? Get out of here! Off we go! It's a miracle!
Confess!
I must leave no stone unturned.
I'm liking the look of this.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Now that's what I call treasure. Teamwork is dreamwork! Get out of here!
Nice and spicy.
You didn't let me finish.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to—
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well?
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated. And
But without any suns...
don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some sunset vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now
That's great! But is it wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like...
open-minded. I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before.
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being—
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Xingqiu. Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Hey-ya! Ha! Yeah! People-made wood.
See, just follow my intuition.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Off we go! Adventure time! It's a miracle! Off we go! Adventure time!
Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there? The Sealy got to here and then disappeared. Should we go over and take a look? What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the Sunset Vermilionite we're looking for.
Really? Let Paimon see! Look, it's gone. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete.
These are not real clouds. They are the If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is.
All right, then let's...
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know.
Unleash! My will embodied! Manifest! Obey! Transfiguration! Leave it all to me. Manifest! It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this? By ordinance divine! Manifest! Obey! The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance. Teamwork is dreamwork! Unleash!
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! The Celia's disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first. Unleash!
As a good knight should.
Manifest! Obey! Manifest!
Confess!
Everybody stand back! Cryo incarnate! Feeble! Unleash!
Eat this!
Manifest!
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Ah! So high. Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Sealy's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Unleash! Obey! In your dreams!
Steady as stone.
Manifest! Do your master's bidding! Obey! Unleash!
Keep moving!
Time to clean up. I must leave.
Manifest! Unleash! Manifest! Unleash! Get out of here! Why do they never miss? I'm going in! By ordinance divine, manifest! Obey! Manifest!
Steady as stone.
Obey! Do your masters think you will regret this?
Cyclone!
No escape from Faye.
As a good knight should. Leave it all to me.
Everybody stand back! Off we go!
Look, over there! Could that be the Sunset Vermilionite?
Adventure time!
Is this it? Is this the Sunset Vermilionite? It's so huge! That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like.
Hold on a sec. Paimon, just if we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it?
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. My safety.
That's right! can handle it. You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects.
Is it? I'll go on ahead with the Plostrite. Let's meet at the building site.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Off we go! Adventure time! Adventure time!
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those Adepti, surely.
O mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salad.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Plostrite but I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found?
In truth, it is the finest piece of Plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodation. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the
Shenhe, just now on the way over,
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold her head up.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set...
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels.
No need. I simply need to find myself a...
You can't do that. It's dangerous out. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired...
Okay.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's...
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers. So business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just through the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your...
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside and Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a...
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say...
Adventure time!
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So...
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some...
Cool. So, calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon...
Her Adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all...
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. What? You knew already?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with,
Yes. She was like this all those years. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
that sounds so...
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly that she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding, even had the stalemate continued.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind, and she had experienced her fair share of this. Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat... It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate had...
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up...
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, if she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough.
So, Shenhua isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kinda hard to deal with. Hey! So, Shenhua...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is... very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhua.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant, and for this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend, whether you're an Adeptus or a...
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the type.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, but before we do that, let's go to the building site, and after all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Off we go!
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky. But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Byron! And hey!
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to...
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment. I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch. Wait, I know you. You're the one who fought against the Fatuian Osile, right? Pleased to meet you. I'm Beidou, captain of the Crux.
Beidou? Are you here to join the Jade?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of Sunset Vermilionite on a voyage.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the...
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yoon, or Yoonjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler. I'm sure you've heard of them before. And this is...
Shenhe. I am there.
Good to meet you. Well, from today on, I guess all of us are friends. Miss Yoon is also here for the contest. Turns out...
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plot. Wow! So it looks like... Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think? Sounds great, but how does that change things?
I think I see where you're... The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare. How'd I do?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder... From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go. By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yun? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment. Ooh, what's the opera called? The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Adventure time!
Ah, hello. Are you here for some...
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry.
My name is Yoonjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
Yoonjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some... The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time.
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of...
Sure. Well, you'll need 2 kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, that's trickier. I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick that can pin... Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there.
Off we go!
So troublesome, ticking me off! Careless.
Bring it on! Get your ring! It hurts! I'm liking the look of this.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
Hey!
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
Amber, report. another target track.
Adventure time!
I came to Mount Tianeng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look, at no wonder the legend of the Divine Damsel of Devastation is said to have taken... The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount What's the story about, though? It's the story of a girl becoming a hero. Cool! A hero story? The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mount. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me." What a nasty piece of work! Ugh. But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster. No! Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally... Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air.
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some
Off we go! Off we go! Adventure time! Take cover! Teamwork is dreamwork! Adventure time! Get out of here! go!
I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there? Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Huh. He didn't seem to catch that. Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to... Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin, let's have...
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think you can find some information in this place is deserted now. No one ever comes here.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhua? Thank you, kind sir. We'll go... Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite... Okay, then let's...
Adventure time!
The remains of a god, an abandoned village, Mount Tianheng. Does this mean that the true story of the Divine Damsel of Devastation happened right? The time frame certainly matches, so it seems we're in the right area. What's this? So, Shenhe is the Divine Damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an Adeptus. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat. According to this text, the Divine Damsel from the opera was and she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the mon. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as... Oh, it looks like my father may need... We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it! So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng and let's go back and tell Shenhe.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant path. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But, so if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not...
It must have been so tough for you all...
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Subrosium. All we can...
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character...
It's okay. I like your version. My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and... But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue.
Don't worry. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become... Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! We can't let someone else beat us too! That's everything we need! good! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
Off we go!
Oh.
So,
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end guess. Now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a wonder.
Leave the wonder cores to me. I'll work on them while you go. Don't worry.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next. But where should we find items relating to the Adept?
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way...
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, but now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make this...
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
great! Let's go submit them before someone else...
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Let me tell ya.
Adventure time! Off we go!
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. Okay. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems... I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the Plustrite yet!
I can't believe it. So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
All right, then. Guess we'll head up. This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was...
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a vineyard.
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yoon's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that the Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city? It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the...
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will...
You're quite welcome.
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time...
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well, guess
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, since it's... If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow, Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Oh, great! So next time we run out of no more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, a sense of belonging?
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can...
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou! It's your turn! Do you have a...
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured... Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millelith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beidou? Ningguang? What are you talking?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that... When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow... My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of... I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, and I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence! Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
Manifest! Unleash!
As a dutiful maid would.
Hey! No one escapes my...
Manifest! Obey! Manifest! By ordinance divine! You will regret this! Unleash! Obey! I will wipe them out! Everybody stand!
Steady as stone. Someone needs assistance.
Manifest! Obey!
I'll catch up.
Unleash! Obey! Cryo Incarnate!
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue. I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit—
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you.
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millelith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. In fact, one has many fond memories.
There'll be no need for—
They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here—
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you, those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from—
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father.
Hey, look! Miss...
披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听，一道为你人不识，自有知音和情思，功名烈烈见了心，只知无愁心。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity.
Ms. Yun, here you are, huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself? Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all...
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe.
I need a more physically demanding job.
Hello.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not.
Doing detective work means you gotta walk the walk. No, I mean... Literally. I need to search high and low for evidence.
Yeah! Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?